What's up traders, welcome to live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, a trading coach. I'll be doing a live session pre-week as there is a new week coming up, last week of the month, and how we'll be trading this week. This is a live session. As you know that the market is closed, but we can look for some pre-opening setup that what you look at tomorrow, as well as how this week will go ahead. So this session is also a very important preparation for our next week. As this is the last week of the month, I would recommend you to stick till the end of this session to see what kind of setup we can find, and also you can ask any question. Let us know what's your thought for this week, which way the market will be heading. Your opinion also very important. Now before I begin this session, make sure you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. I will be starting with, first of all, on gold. Now as you can see, this week gold is very volatile. Past week we have seen that there was a complete reversal. Now let's quickly look at gold to see which way this week we can look for gold trading opportunity. Now looking at the daily, a couple of things that we need to look at in terms of timing as well as time frame. There are two things, one is timing, one is time frame. So we see the time frame on gold, we are looking at daily, and timing is almost at the end of the month. So because there is a monthly close, what we could see, gold is still pushing high. Why? Because already we saw that gold has come to this support level. Now this is if you look at this market here, you can see that there was a significant drop and broken this month. This is the daily support, as well as this is the support level from the higher time frame perspective. After breaking this low, we saw that gold had a bounce. Now if we look at the past 2 days candlestick pattern, we see that there is a doji here, all right, on gold, and also there is another narrow doji. Now here are two possible scenario can happen. Is that, first of all, this doji on the daily, which is a bearish candle, but at the same time we could see that gold, because there is a long wick candle here, we might see another bullish momentum. So how we can find trading opportunity? Looking at this daily candle on gold, you can see that this is a daily candle, and back to back almost the whole week we saw that there was a bullish momentum on gold, created this weekly bullish engulfer. Now this candle on gold from the weekly, for me, it's also potential bullish. We could see that in this week another attempt from the buyers to break the high, and then later we might see the prices coming down again. So from that perspective, what I think that this week, after a little pullback, we can expect another upside on gold. As we see that there's a daily long wick candle, we might see that a retest of this around 50% of this long wick from the weekly, and then we can expect gold to bounce to the upside. Now this is the level, that 1908 or 1909 level could be a zone, or at worst case scenario 19010. We can expect gold to have a bounce. Now if we look at this 1 hour chart, it's looking very impressive. On the 1 hour, we saw that gold, there was there's a massive liquidity trigger in that zone and created this very strong drop, has come back to this previous resistance and support here, and from that zone we saw that gold had a bounce. Now this support level is also the weekly support level. You have seen that, and because this is the 1 hour chart, gold has created this move. I think that we could see a drop, and then we can expect this another momentum to the upside. So from that perspective, this 1908 1909 is a level that we can look for potential trading opportunity. Now if you look at the 15 minutes, you can see that this is a 15 minutes impulse, quite a few local upside movement, and I think that on the market opening any kind of drop. So this drop could be below this doji, or from that doji we can expect a bullish momentum, and this is where my eye will be on the market opening initial drop and then looking for buying opportunity based on the price action. And because you see that this is a bit more consolidation here, multiple times the price gathered liquidity, so we could see that the market is a bit more in a range mode from 1922 till the 1904 or 1900. So that could be a very important area this week to look at. Even if the price is dwelling in this support and resistance, that's a massive movement. You see that there will be in fact a huge volatility. In that case, we will find around 2000 points volatility for this upside and downside. So for that purpose, if we see that gold is coming down, giving us entry for this potential movement, I will look for buying opportunity on gold from that level. Let me know, guys, which one you are looking at gold to see as the week opening. And we could see that there is a very good trading opportunity. As you have seen, last week was amazing, very good week we have spent, and I want to see that this week also, this is the last week of the month, to have an incredible week, followed by there will be NFP coming up, as you know that. So let's see how it goes. Crown Rising Wizard, thank you Tony for your compliment, I like that. Babia, hey sir, thank you very much Babia. Babia, how you doing? I'm good, thank you very much. Lucas, hey coach, thank you Lucas. Faith, you are genius and kind man. Not everyone will have time to show market direction before the market opens. Faith Azubuki, thank you very much. You guys also are doing very well. I really appreciate your support to the channel, and also your passion in trading. I really like that, and I want that everyone become passionate about trading, which is very important. That anything you want to achieve, you must be passionate about it. And this is a very good day. It's a relaxing day, Sunday. The market is not open, and we can discuss more on developing a plan, developing a trading psychology. And I really want every one of you to be a consistently profitable trader, and it's on your hand. Everyone has that dedication, ability to be a profitable trader, and as a trading coach, is my goal is to make you strong enough so that you can be profitable trader. Let me know in the live chat if you really want to be a profitable trader. The first thing that you need to want it. We'll discuss it more. There is a saying that ask and you shall be given. That's the very, very famous quote, and that's the truth. Anything you want, you can get. I'll explain more on that. Anything you want, you get. In fact, what we got so far in our life is what you wanted. We'll discuss more. So this is the reality, that anything you want, you get it. So let's see, if you want to be a profitable trader, you get it, no doubt. Hello coach, thank you very much. Hi coach, is it advisable to hold a sell on gold? We need to see the market opening, but at this point I wouldn't. It depends on really where did you sell. It depends on if you are selling from the top. Yeah, that could be a place that you can do, but it will really, if you are selling from the bottom, then you could see that some upside. That means there will be some drawdown. So it depends on where did you sell and what strategy you used. So can you add natural gas to your list? Yeah, already I think, yeah, XNG USD, it's there. We'll be looking at. Let me know how many of you trade natural gas. So I don't trade natural gas, but I can analyze. It's the same chart. I need to know how many of you trade natural gas. It's the same thing. It's like the gold, euro, dollar. It's the same chart. I can do it for you every day, but I need to know how many of you really interested on trading natural gas and how many you trade natural gas. and talk about natural gas more often. Yeah, okay, Victor, good afternoon, coach. GBPUSD, I will be looking at the natural gas, please. Okay, what about the DXY strength against gold? Okay, so it's completely opposite. DXY against the gold. So basically, if the gold is coming down, then DXY is going up. So it's inverse relation. So I'm good, thank you very much, coach. I think that gold will go up 1916 to 1921. It will have a drop. So very good understanding. This is what I was expecting, that gold to go up again and then to come back down. So also I think so. There is a daily doji. You might see initial movement to the upside and then coming back down. Yeah, that's a very good prediction. Let's see how it goes, coach. I think that gold will the DXY. Okay, coach, I would like to ask you how to get confirmation while taking entry in gold. Very good question. How to get confirmation on when you are taking the trade. Very good question. And you know, it's important that you have a proper confluence when you are taking the trade. So in terms of gold, how to take confirmation? Okay, very good question. How to have or get a confirmation before taking an entry. So trading is all about having a right strategy with the right mindset, with the right trading psychology. So to get a confirmation to find an entry, let me explain exactly to this point, which is very, very important, because here is the main goal that everyone in this channel, including myself, is to trade and make money from market, right? This is the main goal. Now, to achieve that goal, what do you need? Three things: which way to trade and when to trade. See, these are the two most important questions. One can answer, they can easily trade and make profit from the market. Which way to trade? That means that should I buy or sell? This is the first question. Second question is when to trade. That means that where should I entry, where should I place my stop loss, and where should I exit the trade. So first of all, let's be clear about which way to trade. There is no black and white rules. This is exactly which way to trade is precise, is based on the market structure. All right, so there are three important secrets that you need to know to be able to read the market and trade the market with profitability. Is the market structure, liquidity, and price action. So the direction will give you from the based on the market structure. All right, what is the market structure? Market structure is the GPS of the market. Let's say if you open a Google map like that, all right, you see that the roads are like that, right? So this is the market structure of the city, right? Like that. So similarly, the market structure is the GPS of the market, where you can navigate which way the market might be heading. So the market structure, there are fundamental or basic market structure is the market either will go up or will go down or will move in a sideways. There are three ways. There is no other way to move the market. So, and there is a language, as I mentioned, in the market, is that the market moves in a certain way. How the market moves? The market will never move in one direction. It will create a move, and then once it will finish that movement, then the market will come down for a pullback. All right, and once it will finish its pullback, it will create another move, which we call an impulse, and it will come down for a pullback, and that is what we call an uptrending market structure. When the price goes up, the buyers are controlled. That is what we call the uptrending market structure. And as a rule of thumb, in that market, the price should test this previous swing high, which is the previous high, testing as a support, as a swing low, and then should be bouncing. This is the textbook example. The market may always not do always like that, but this is what we called an uptrending market structure. Now, when you dealing with an uptrending market structure, the only thing that we look at is to buy that market. Very simple, is to buy that. So you found the direction in the market, which is where you will be buying, right? So you got the buy position. Now the next question is when to enter. There is a story, small story, is that there's a guy who had an issue in his car engine, all right, and then he called a mechanic. The mechanic said that, okay, I can come and fix your car, but you need to give me $1,000 charge to fix that car. And that man thought that, okay, maybe must be a complex problem, so let's call that guy to fix that car. And the guy has come, he looked at the car, he just put one blow with a hammer and the car is fixed. And the owner said that that guy, the mechanic, said, okay, pay me now $1,000. The guy said that the one who is the owner, he said that just for one blow I will give you $1,000. That's insane. And the mechanic said that, yeah, for one blow only $1, okay, but the which screw to blow is $999. All right, this is what it is. So the market structure, you know that you need to buy, but when to buy is the $1 million question. So how do you find that solution or answer of that when to enter in the market? Where is the entry point? That will comes from a rule-based strategy. That's what the strategy comes in place. Let's look at gold chart on the 5 minutes to see a couple of things in relation to that. For example, when you look at this market, all right, you see that, let me see a couple of trade also we have opened in that respect. See that this market, all right, the structure, the market structure is down. They're creating series of lower high and lower low, which is a downtrending market. Now the question is which candle to enter or when to trigger that sell button. You know that it's a downtrend, but when to enter the trade. Now to do that, what you need to have a certain criteria to be fulfilled. For example, you need to know that when this condition fulfilled, then enter. That is called a rule-based strategy. Now there are hundreds of strategies you can find, but the best is to focus on one and then learn the rules and look at the back test or do the back testing and then apply that strategy. Now if we look at our TF strategy, you can see that in that zone there is a sell alert. Now every strategy has certain rules. Now the strategy that I use, it's called the 3F or trend following strategy. Most of the time I do have middleman trading strategy, reversal trading strategy, we have sniper entry trading strategy. There are a couple of station strategy, quite a few strategies, but mostly I love to trade TF or trend following strategy, middleman trading strategy. These are the two strategies that I mostly use, as they gives always the most of the setup in the market. Now where you see that the market has crossed this zone, created this bearish candle and also created this alert for us, and that has, you can see from that zone, in fact the market made this massive move towards the downside. Now this TF strategy that we use with a rule base. Now the rules for the strategy, it's clearly defined with set of rules with back tested result, and also this rules is translated into a Pine script, which is we are using as an indicator. So this is not basically an indicator, it's our TF strategy that is translated into a Pine script. Once you turn it on, if you see that the trade is showing, then you need to cross check with the TF strategy rules that is available in your dashboard. If you are our member, you can access all of them, all the rules, this is strategy, this indicator, this is everything is clear. You can see back tested results, all of them with quite a few trades so that you know that how the strategy performs, how to use that strategy. So if you want to learn that strategy and also be part of this trading community, you can do that. You can join us to learn that strategy, and also you can see all the trade that we are opening. You can access all the trading tools that we have. The first link below this video, you can join us to be part of, and also you can learn the strategy. And also if you want to visit the website, I can give you the mentorship link website. This is the website link. You can click that link and then you can visit the website. I'll recommend you to join today, as tomorrow quite a few high impact trade coming. This week is very volatile, and the NFP week. So you can click the join now button and then you can be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Any question, don't hesitate to ask in this live chat or anytime. No, the market is not open. We are just preparing for tomorrow. How is that? I made 98% and 100% last week on. Very good, Tony. Amazing. I really want to see that you guys are doing that. First day funded. Amazing. That's very good, Tony. That's awesome. You are welcome. Sir, people are scared of natural gas. Okay. GBPUSD. Okay. Hi, coach. How are you? I'm good. Noor, thank you very much for joining, because it's volatility. Kinga, good afternoon, coach. Thank you for thinking time on Sunday do for this. Yeah, Kinga, absolutely. This is what I am, you know, all day long. I think about trading. I think about planning for the tomorrow. And I'm always here. Thanks for joining the live session. Also, you guys are appreciated for joining this you know, in this Sunday. I know that you guys probably had some time out, but hopefully that you fully loaded for tomorrow, having another great trading day. Let me know in the live chat if you are fully prepared for tomorrow to have a great trading day. So let's see, we saw that gold, we are expecting, you know, some movement in that lower time frame tomorrow. And in the meantime, let's quickly look at other instrument as well to see where we are planning. So first of all, we understand that gold had this move. I think that after drop we can expect a bullish move on gold. We'll be looking to enter on gold. Now AUDUSD, guys, completely different picture. If you look at the AUDUSD, this is a, you can see AUDUSD this week. Also AUDUSD might be getting very volatile, because this week also quite a few high impact news coming up on AUDUSD. All right, now before I progress further, guys, make sure you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So I'm going to pause for 2 seconds. Everyone have time to do the liking. And also if you haven't subscribed yet, so make sure you do that, and also press that bell button. That's awesome. Thank you for your time. And also I'm always dedicated to give the best trade and also best education. All the things that coming along the way, you will be able to access all of them once you have access to the channel by subscribing. So we see that on AUDUSD, this market for me, I think that it's getting prepared for another drop. If you look at this daily chart on AUDUSD, we can see that from the daily, this is a resistance level on AUDUSD, and the price with this daily pin bar after gathering liquidity has dropped with this long daily pin bar. This is a pure liquidity grab, followed by, we have seen another liquidity grab and also another liquidity grab. So what's the point of looking at multiple liquidity grab is that when you look at a market grabbing liquidity, that's the sign of potential further drop in the market. Now if you look at this AUDUSD daily candlestick pattern for the last 2 days, we saw that there is a bearish engulfer here, followed by a doji, all right, which is potentially a bearish price action. And what we could see that in the upcoming days, this is the resistance here. I think that in the beginning of trading, we might see AUDUSD is going up for a pullback, and then we can expect for the price to drop towards the downside. Now from the lower time frame perspective, we see that AUDUSD has formed a potential head and shoulder here, and what I think that we could see either a push to the upside, which will give a very high probability for drop. And I think that if you look at the daily on AUDUSD, a bearish engulfer in the direction of the trend, followed by a doji, which is a continuation pattern. I think we might see a break of this daily high, and then we could see that AUDUSD coming down for a deeper drop. It may not drop straight away. Instead, we could see a pullback and then dropping down. So until I see that break of this high and then lower time frame rejection, I may not be sell, because it may not drop straight away like that. Instead, we could see that AUDUSD gathered liquidity and then dropping down. So AUDUSD also, we see that potentially downtrend in a downtrend, and once you will find that opportunity, you will be looking to enter AUDUSD. So let's see in the upcoming days. Also have explained in the weekly forex forecast, guys. Make sure that you check it out as well. Is there any chance GBPUSD going up? Okay, we'll be looking at that. Tony, what does sleeper mean? Okay, I mean sniper. I think sniper. You mean sniper entry? Sniper, depending on which country you are, the pronunciation could be different. Thank you very much, Amrita Baruch. Snehan, GBPJPY is better for long this week. Okay, we'll be looking at that. Thank you, Jalal. Hi coach, could you talk about time cycle and wave theory? Do you check those while analysis? Yeah, absolutely, everything we discussed. Wave, yeah, we will be looking at that. LEO to wave is very commonly used. I do sometimes look at, but mostly this some of the things that you may not see always going to be always. Let's say LEO to wave, you see that you'll get some proof of this, and then it will not work. So LEO to wave, you will see some wave, you will see exactly following LEO to wave theory, and then after some time you see that maybe another segment in the market that this theory is not working, right, like that. But there are something that always will work. This is the three things that we talk about. Market structure, always, because it's the fundamental building block of the market, always will work. Price action, always. The price action is only the basis for institutional trading. Liquidity is only the basis of institutional trading. What we talk about in Forex Trading Wizard Academy is exactly a bank trade, is exactly an institution trade. Trust me. For those who watching here, maybe some of you are working on brokerage somewhere. The people who work on a high-end brokerage, then they understand the market, and what I'm talking about is exactly because I had that rare opportunity to learn from people who are the real market wizard. That's why this channel is Forex Wizard. So the market moves based on liquidity. What I talk about the liquidity, you can see plenty of direct proof in the market that actually the market moves based on market structure, liquidity, and price action. Because price action is, I have two indicators in my chart, moving average and 20 EMA and 10 EMA. You will see that most professional trader uses naked chart like this, naked price action like this, okay, and that's fine, you still can do that, and the less indicator is better, all right, because the less confluence, that will give you a precise information how the market moves. So with that said, once you understand that, because you see that, try to understand what I'm saying, our mind is not designed for any kind of multitasking, okay? Our mind is mainly designed for focus, all right? Focus. You see that when any kind of practice. For example, you want to do a martial art, or maybe meditation, or maybe prayer, or any kind of things. There, everything, the main intention behind all of them is to create a laser focus. All right, and in any kind of practice that you will do, you will see that the practice always direct your mind into the one point. All right, why they direct into one point is because to create the concentration. For example, if you look at a torchlight, all right, let's say this is the torchlight, and imagine that there are two torchlight, all right, and the same amount of light, if you release from this torchlight and from this torchlight, you know very easily which one will have the highest intensity, right? This one will have because of the narrow beam become very, very intense, like the laser. So that's why when you specifically look at only few things in the market, then you become very, very programmed to look at. And our brain is very good at looking at the spotting the pattern. What is that? For example, what I'm saying, the real example, you see that when you look at the market, let's say suddenly I told you something that when you see this kind of pattern, you're gonna sell. And once you see that over and over again, you will see that you started to ignore all the things, and you only started to see those patterns in the market, and you start to feel like, okay, I only see this, nothing else I can see. This is how our mind and brain works, because brain will look for specific pattern. But if you let's say to take a trade, if you align a lot of things, then what will happen is that your brain get confused. Because if you say that, okay, to take a trade I need to see MACD in the this much value, RSI oversold, bearish engulfer, and then I need to see moving average crossed over from each other, and then you might say, okay, ATR has to be this much. So once you align a lot of things together, and then you say that, okay, COT data saying that the institution closed their positions, and then you started to see the news that, okay, the fundamental is saying that Fed increased the interest rate, so this is going to be, and then once you look at a lot of things, you got completely confused, and then it's called the analysis paralysis. That's why you need very specific confluence, and then look at that, and then try to find the trading opportunity around that. This is how you can be a profitable trader once you look at over and over again, and then your brain, because when we look at, see, this is our eye, how our brain works. It's our eye, we look outside, and whatever we look, the brain creates a neural pathway to make sense of those patterns that we see outside, and that create a print in the brain. And once you do that over and over again, it becomes program in the brain, and then it can easily identify those patterns. You see that when a child is born, let's say a completely newborn child in 1 day age or 2 day age, 2 days age, that child look at the world, what they see outside, because we can't remember that, right? But if you look at the science, those child actually see everything is blurry outside, right? Why they see everything is blurry and color and nothing else is because the brain doesn't make any sense. It cannot identify the pattern. But over time, they start to see the pattern. Before they read and write, they see the pattern. They once see at the tree, all right, you see blurry, and once they keep looking at, they start to see, the brain creates that image and try to make sense of it, and over time they see those patterns over and over again, and they identify this. Similarly, as an adult, when you first time look at it, it's like a newborn baby you has born in the market, exactly the same thing. The first day it will not make any sense, but if you look over and over again a specific thing, you start to become master of it, and then it becomes easier. So this is how you can learn and grow as a trader. That's why I always recommend you to keep specific, simple, and simple strategy is the best strategy, and then practice it over and over again. And that's why all the strategy that we use in Forex Trading Wizard Academy is very simple, no complicacy, because here is the real education, real thing that we teach our students so that they can become profitable trader. And thank you for being with Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and I'm sure that everyone is enjoying and will enjoy. Just make sure that you stick till the till of your trading career, until you become a profitable. Stick. And I don't want you to stay forever with Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I want you to become profitable and then leave, because when you are profitable, you can create your own trading world. And this is what I want, because you can stay with us as another mentor, another wizard, but my main goal is not to depend on us forever, but to make you independent so that you can become profitable and trade by yourself. Make sure you like this stream, guys. And also very important thing is that always trade with a regulated broker, and that's why we recommend a regulated broker. Our recommended broker is EverTrade. So the recommended broker link below this video, and also I can give you a link in the live chat. You can click that link. It's a free registration. You can click and free register and use that bonus code, 20% bonus code. Use it if you're in an eligible country. Start trading with a regulated broker. You can start with them with a $100 account or $1,000, or as much as you want. It's a safe broker, so anytime you can deposit, you can withdraw, or you can anytime you can modify whatever you want to do. So thank you for that, and let me know what's your plan for tomorrow on trading. So can you please look at natural gas? Okay, we'll be looking at that. Thank you. GBPJPY also going up. See, okay, we'll be looking at that. Thank you. GBP is strong, so is the USD. So not trade, then GBPJPY is much better. Okay, thank you. Positive dollars. Coach 3 basic rules you told. Market structure. Second, when to enter, and third, explain this. Thank you. Yep, we discussed it. US oil, Derek, yeah, we'll be looking at that. So I wish you talk more about natural gas. Okay, so we'll be looking at natural gas, no problem. Thank you for that. Now we'll be looking at Rahim Don. Hello, Coach Rahim. Thank you. Natural gas XNG USD. All right, natural gas looks to me that, which is let me look at the weekly. Okay, so looking at natural gas, we see that this market, if you look at the monthly, it was a very sharp drop on natural gas, and this month didn't move much. Okay, we saw so far after the previous monthly doji, this month the price has gone up, created a long week candle. This is the last week of the month. Let's quickly look at the weekly. Now from the weekly, we saw that natural gas, there was a rejection followed by, for this bearish candle, a narrow doji. I think that this week we might see natural gas coming a little downside, because there is a sharp rejection. Even it could continue to drop because it's a long-term downtrend. Now looking at the daily on natural gas, we can see that from the daily perspective, there's a daily drop, and you can see this is a daily channel, which is a bearish channel. We have seen a break to the upside. After a little pullback, we can expect downside. I think that natural gas, we might see that this week again trying to create a bearish price action. From the lower time frame, we see that this market, this is a resistance level here on natural gas, has crossed this high, and from that zone we see the price might go up. I think that you see whenever there is a pattern here that you can recognize, this is the high, the price has crossed that high. It's called the liquidity gap, has dropped well below and then has gone up again, cross again, gather liquidity, has created another massive drop. Now what we could see that another wave of rise breaking this high, and then we can expect for the price to have another drop. Very predictable pattern is whenever the price is gathering liquidity, having a big drop, so we can expect for the price to go up again because it's locally bullish, breaking the high and then to come down to the downside. So natural gas, we see that way. Hello coach, thank you very much. Dan, hi coach, what's your thought on Ganesh candle? Yep, we'll be looking at that, no problem. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we can see some of the instrument that we saw that potentially creating a good trading opportunity. Now looking at GBPJPY, all right, we see that from the GBPJPY perspective, looking at the monthly time frame, we can see that from the monthly GBPJPY so far this month we have seen, this is the monthly candle which had a long wick at the top, still maintaining bullish market structure. If we look at the weekly on GJ, we see that from the weekly it has closed as a bearish candle. Now this candle on the weekly is quite significant, as we see that the price has crossed the high and also crossed the low. This is a bearish candle. I think that GJ might drop to the downside. Now if we look at the daily perspective on GBPJPY, we can see that from the daily, this market, from the daily perspective, there is a, from this level there is an impulse followed by this correction, and we can expect another drop on GBPJPY. Now from the lower time frame, you can see on the lower time frame perspective, GJ has, starting from here, created this impulse and the price has consolidated in that area, but is still maintaining series of lower high, tested the 20 MA. I think on the market opening we could see another attempt from the buyer, especially breaking the swing high will give a potential entry opportunity for this drop on GJ. I think this market will still remain on the lower time frame downside on GBPJPY. Let's see how it goes. Let me see. Fed, how can we foresee sniper position point? What is that trick before very important news? Okay, so before very important news, I will tell you, no problem. I do look at this kind of things. Very good. Faith, hi coach, could you see GBP AUD to go to 1.9756? okay, GBP AUD, and then we will be looking at the before news GBP AUD. Okay, so GBP AUD, what we saw that locally it made a significant drop. The price is now slowly creating a bullish momentum, but what I think that GBP AUD, what is 0.1.9756, so you see that upside. Okay, let me see monthly GBP AUD. From the monthly we can see that the market has made this monthly candle. This is the last week of the month. Looking at the weekly, I think that GBP AUD might, I see potentially downside. Starting with this, we see this impulse on GBP AUD. We can expect GBP AUD to have another drop, or maybe initially drop and then going up, testing this resistance and coming down again. For me, GBP AUD, the way it has a rejection, I see potential downside in this market. Now if you look at the daily, this is the daily candle. From here we saw a daily movement. We saw back-to-back two narrow daily doji, but I think that GBP AUD from that level we could see that again coming down, because 2 days, see the 2 days drop and 2 days pullback, which is a big difference. There is a strong drop, narrow correction, which is in fact a potential for downside on GBPAUD. So looking at for the lower time frame, we can see that GBPAUD has formed this downtrending market structure. Initially we could see that GBPAUD pushing high again, and finally we can expect this market to remain downside for longer term perspective. So GBPAUD for me, it's still showing downtrend, but you know, as I mentioned, it's a very sharp drop. So if it is going up for a pullback, yeah, it might push high a little. How far? It might even respect this resistance, and we could see GBPAUD coming down again. Based on the market opening, we'll see which way to trade on all of them. Aussie yen, yeah, yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. So Aussie yen, we see that Aussie yen from the if we look at the monthly, we see almost the monthly end, and you can see that Aussie yen previous months a doji, this month from that level we saw a red candle. I think that Aussie yen, we might see further downside. Even we could see a break of this low and then pushing high on Aussie yen. The reason is you see that there is an impulse, and the price, this is a very sharp strong resistance. Less likely that Aussie yen will be able to break this high. Instead we could see further drop, and then we might see that Aussie yen is going up. If we look at the weekly, you can see this is from the weekly, which is a bull flag Aussie yen that you can identify on the lower time frame. Let me see the daily. You see that this is the daily channel on Aussie yen, which is a bull flag, and with that bull flag Aussie yen, we see that this is the daily chart. The price is on the resistance. I think that you see, when you see this kind of bull flag, you can expect this price to break like that, and then you can expect it to trend to the upside. So the price on the resistance, we saw initial break, but still from that break the price didn't make a strong movement. I think that Aussie yen on the market opening, we could see initial movement and then coming down again, slowly breaking here, which is a very high probability, and then we might see that it's trending. So from the lower time frame, we can see that Aussie yen is, for me, anytime we could see that break coming down here, but it's a little bit in a side view on the lower time frame, you can see. So we need to see initial breakout and then coming down. So once we will see a very sharp rejection from the resistance, we can look for like this double top or a very long bearish engulfer. Will tell you exactly when to trigger that sell on Aussie yen. All right guys, hope that you are enjoying. Make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So we are just going through for the upcoming week, where we can look for entry as the market opening. We'll have some good trade this week also. Make sure guys, if you are not on the VIP, you can check out the website link below this video. The first link, visit the website, and then you can join us to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy to learn and grow as a trader. So let's see now. We have seen GBP, JPY, gold, and all of them AUD USD. So looking at euro dollar, and we see that all the USD pairs will move almost in the same direction. So I will be looking at DXY, then we'll understand most of the USD pair how they will be doing. Now if we look at the DXY, we can see that from the DXY perspective, this is you see there is a pin bar here, and DXY also gathering liquidity along the way. And I think that DXY, you see there is a big movement to the upside. With this move, DXY has broken the resistance line. We could see that this week initially drop to create a pullback, and then we can expect for the price to keep moving to the upside, as it is a long-term bullish market. So DXY I'm expecting from the daily to break down and then to remain bullish. So that will lead gold initial bounce to the upside and then to come back down towards its long-term direction. All right, so okay, so looking at dollar yen, we can see that from dollar yen perspective exactly in the same way. Now dollar yen, if we look at the weekly, we see that there is a weekly bullish candle that has crossed this doji's low and then cross above, closed as a bullish engulfer. From the weekly, if we look at the monthly, we can see that from the monthly dollar yen is bullish. Now if we look at the daily on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is a bullish candle, a bullish impulse, followed by, we see that in this level there is a bull flag that has broken initially downside. Now it has gone up. I think dollar yen might remain bullish. We could see if dollar yen managed to break again with the DXY, we could see that a bigger move on dollar yen later. So what I'm expecting is, this is the weekly candle, you see that, which is a bullish candle. Now dollar yen even may rise from here directly, or we could see another drop breaking this low again and then to go up. It will completely depend on the lower time frame price action on the 4 hour. So far it is here bullish. You can see there is this is a bullish price action here according to our TF strategy, as the price on the resistance line. If it drops, even we could see that it's respecting this resistance and dropping down. I think that dollar yen may not go up. Instead, we could see another drop breaking all this low and then trending to the upside. So it's a long-term bull market. I will always be interested to buy. So it depends on either from here based on the price action. If we see another liquidity grab from here, then we'll be going long, or we will be waiting for the price to break to this level to give us another entry for this potential movement to the upside. All right, thank you very much for joining the live session, guys. I hope that you are enjoying, and also if you want to trade all of them with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, be part of this trading community. There is a link below this video. You can join us to be part of our community, and also you can learn and grow as a trader. You can access every trade that I am opening, and also you can learn and learn the strategy that I am trading, and also be part of a VIP chat group. So let me see now on WTI. Looking at WTI, which is also potentially for me, I think WTI is potentially bullish. If you look at the monthly, we can see that back to back 2 months of bullish move. WTI this month so far created a narrow candle, which is a sign of bullish momentum. Starting with this move, very narrow correction, we can expect WTI to remain bullish. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, there is a weekly impulse, narrow correction. Last week, this is the last candle, we saw a long week doji. I think that this week WTI is to break to the upside to create a new higher high. So from the daily, which is potentially bullish, and after a little pullback, we can expect to move to the upside to create a new higher high. There is an imbalance in that area on WTI. All right, guys, hope that you are enjoying. Let me know in the upcoming week, what's your goal? What do you want to achieve? As you see that trading, to be a trader, I know that many of you are following here for a long time, and I really want to see that you guys are on the track. So let me know, what did you do? How was your last week in trading? And especially in terms of trading psychology, are you being able to hold the trade for longer profit, or how are you dealing with your emotion in trading? Because as a trader, it is important that you develop a very strong trading psychology. As you know that the mostly almost all traders who are successful, profitable, they have a very strong trading psychology. What is a trading psychology? Even if you don't know, let me know, we can discuss more, because at the end of the day it's all about your ability to develop, to what I can say, that having or develop a very strong trading psychology that will help you to keep your trading account growing. Though we think that it's all about analysis, strategy, fundamental, technical, but it's 50-50 game. Okay, so if you know everything, but if you don't have the right trading psychology, then you're not gonna make it. At the same time, if you don't know anything, but if you have a strong trading psychology, also you're not gonna make anything. So you need to combine with a strong trading psychology with a very strong skill as a trader. So skill is here, you can learn, grow, you have all the education, but your trading psychology has to be very strong. And where I would say that you should emphasize as well, because this is how you can learn and grow as a trader. And it's a freedom, right? Because if you develop a sound trading psychology, imagine that sometime in my own journey also I have seen that we stuck in a job, maybe any kind of job that we stuck, that we don't like for a very long period of time. But what if we stuck in trading for a long period of time? It's a big freedom, right? So where the something that we not serving, but we can stick to it long period of time, we can stick to the trading also for a long period of time. This is the main secret, is not to quit, but to stick to it for a long time. And to stick to trading, you must know how to play the game without breaking, without being blown out. That's why risk management, developing a sound trading psychology is very, very important, along with having a proven, back-tested trading strategy. All right, guys, this is a short session. Every Sunday we'll be doing that before the week opening, so that we have a very good understanding of the market. So from takeaway from this session is that tomorrow we will be looking, in the beginning we will look for a pullback and then potential upside on gold, and we, along with AUDUSD, we see that in the same way we'll look for initial bounce and then look for potential selling opportunity. There is still showing that bearish price action. I hope that you enjoyed this live session, guys. Make sure to stay energized and stay disciplined for tomorrow. We'll be coming on live again twice tomorrow, along with all the trades that I am opening. I will be also sending it to the VIPs. If you are not on the VIP group, you can join us today. Link below this video, the first link. Visit the website and then click join now button to start your trading journey in a completely different way. Thank you, and I'll see you soon again tomorrow. Twice. Awesome. And let's start a great trading week again.